Longtime career counterpart Sean Combs, aka Diddy, over the last year has been on the receiving end of the onslaught of civil lawsuits alleging rape and assault, including some of who were minors. In addition to the criminal charges of sex trafficking, racketeering, and transportation to engage in prostitution, blockbuster allegations against Diddy has had a domino effect in the industry. For some alleged victims, this past year may represent a watershed moment, as they can now join a cadre of accusers rather than going through it alone. And many people believe Jay-Z is guilty. It's only a civil case. Many people believe that Jay-Z will be next, and he has been in the hot seat since the Diddy allegations has come forward. There's always been a hidden aura behind Jay, that he's a self-centered snake, and he's only out for personal gain, that he will cross anybody and everybody to get there. His relationships and his careers has always been swept under the rug, and he's been quiet about everything. Online interviews from his former friends, partners, explaining how he really is. His former best friends, female acquaintances, business partners, etc. speaks about his character. With the Me Too movement growing and people going down such as Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein, R. Kelly, now even Diddy under the hot seat, people question if he's next. The lawsuit was swept under the rug and seemed to be dropped. But this still leaves a question. Is he the same like these other few gentlemen? Or is he innocent? Jaguar Wright. Wright was brought to the attention of hip-hop group The Roots in 1998, which eventually led to her going on tour with them. She would later appeared on MTV Unplugged as a backup singer for Jay-Z in 2001. More notably for the song Cry with her vocals. Jaguar is a singer and songwriter who has been making headlines for explosive allegations against some of the biggest names in the music industry. She has accused Jay-Z, Diddy, and Common and others for various forms of abuse and exploitation and misconduct. In her latest rant, she claimed that Jay-Z is worse than Diddy when it comes to mistreating artists and women. According to Wright, Jay-Z is a master manipulator who uses his power and influence to control people's career and personal lives. She said that he has cheated on Beyonce with multiple women, including Rihanna, Foxy Brown, and Rosario Dawson. She's also said that he has blackballed artists who refuse to work with him or speak out against him, such as Benny Siegel, Freeway, and Emil. Wright said that Diddy, on the other hand, is more upfront about his intentions and actions. Wright said that she is exposing these secrets because she wants to protect the younger generation of artists and fans from being deceived and exploited by these predators. She said that she has nothing to lose and that she is ready to face any consequences for telling the truth. She hopes that her revelations will inspire others to come forward and share their stories as well. During her interview with Piers Morgan, she equated Jay-Z to the recently indicted Combs, of course. She claims that Jay-Z and his wife Beyonce also participated in similar illicit and salacious activities to the ones that Diddy is currently under investigation for. Wright reportedly said that Jay is worse than Diddy while admitting she had no first-hand knowledge of the accused activities. I have 3 victims right now who are willing to give testimony on not only what Mr. Carter has done to them, but his wife as well. She has said they're a nasty little couple. They do nasty things, putting people against their will, putting people on planes while they're unconscious. Furthermore, Wright's credibility has been questioned by many, as she has a history of bizarre and unsubstantial claims against other celebrities. And she has many ties to mental health issues. What do you guys think? Do you guys think there's any truth to this, or these are just allegations? DMX wasn't pleased with Jay's action while serving as the president of Def Jam. According to the label's founders, there was a simple explanation for the tension. X was not satisfied with how Jay was using his influences as Def Jam's president. Jay-Z called X and told him, "The inmates have taken over the prison," he said. When your man Jay-Z got in position, X felt like he didn't honor him or hold weight like he was supposed to. When Hov wound up being the president, he felt like he had to answer to him. And X did not like that. He felt some type of way. Hov dictating his future.
Niggas must be crazy! Fuck Jay-Z!
DMX eventually left Def Jam and signed with Columbia Records. You have to take account, Jay-Z and DMX were signed to Def Jam around the same time. Jay-Z about 96, X about 97. They both had Irv Gotti as an A&R. They both was under Def Jam's umbrella during the height. They even collabed together, and apparently they battled together in the beginning. They went on tour, they headlined together. When you talk about New York rap history from the early 2000s and late 90s, DMX and Jay-Z was head to head. A lot of people say that this was a power struggle move to chessmate DMX as an ulterior motive. In hindsight, Jay-Z and DMX were neck to neck, and you can argue that DMX was bigger than Jay-Z. Bigger as a bigger artist, bigger public figure, bigger presence. Maybe Jay-Z saw him as a threat. Do you believe DMX for leaving the company? Do you think Jay-Z treated him unfairly? How would you feel when one of your counterparts became the president of your workplace, especially somebody who you were super competitive with? Rihanna. Speculations about alleged inappropriate actions taken by Jay-Z when trying to get Rihanna to sign with his record label are being discussed after clips always surfaced.
When she walked into our office, I was like, she just had, it was just something about her. It was just, she had this, it was just something about it. We signed her that night. We didn't let her leave the office.
Really?
The 3 a.m. was when that contract got signed.
The relationship between Jay-Z and Rihanna has always been shrouded in confusion, with some insisting that the pair had an affair when they first began working together. The rumor goes all the way back to 2005, were apparently serious enough that Jay-Z and Beyonce reportedly split for a year because the Cuffit singer wasn't sure to think in the face of all the stories. It is alleged that Beyonce and Rihanna are friendly now, but they weren't always so cordial. Allegedly, her and Chris Brown fighting was over her history with Hove. When you look at it, Chris and Jay have no songs together, which is odd because of the status of both artists in each of their genres. Respectfully, they're at the top of their game. Ideally, you would think they would collab. And of course, it's not rocket science to see that Rihanna and Beyonce do not have any songs together. Two females at the top of their genre from each generation. Not collabing on the track. They've collabed with international acts, artists from different genres. However, the two R&B talents has never collaborated on a track, and I don't think it's a coincidence. Apparently, the infamous Solange elevator fight was actually over Jay wanting to party with Rihanna, not over the alleged affair with Rachel Roy. Solange was like, enough is enough. You must be screwing Rihanna, the source recalled. Kanye West. During their 2011 hit joint album Watch the Throne, Jay-Z and Kanye had a questionable history over the past few years. The most recent occurrence was a leaked video of Ye threatening to kick Jay-Z off his album Donda, which was released back in 2021. From Ye producing Jay-Z songs in the early 2000s to creating one of the most popular joints of 2010s, the two famed artists had a long history with each other. West criticized Jay-Z for not reaching out after Kim Kardashian was robbed at gunpoint in Paris. While on his Pablo tour in Seattle, West told the crowd, "Don't call me after the robbery. Say how you feeling. How you want to know how I'm feeling? Come by the house. Bring the kids by the house. We're brothers. Let's sit down," he added. "I can't take this shit, bro. Our kids never even played together." West revealed that the tension between he and Jay-Z worsened when the Carters didn't attend his wedding. Ironically, around the same time, Kanye reconciled with former CEO and partner Dame Dash. Ye even called him a better CEO on an episode of Drink Champs than Jay-Z. 50 Cent. The rivalry between Jay and 50 is one of the most underlining conflicts of hip-hop. It's characterized by lyrical battles, power struggle, and secret competition that played out over the 2000s and beyond. I call it the power struggle for hip-hop supremacy. Through diss songs, social media trolling, strategic industry moves, personal branding, 50 Cent has consistently challenged Jay-Z's dominance. His goal appears to position himself as the ultimate mogul of New York City. He's taken the kind to the Canaan figure from power, influential, sometimes feared, who controls the narrative. 50 Cent's power character, Kanan Stark, embodies a sinister strategic figure who manipulates, threatens, and challenges rivals from the shadows. 50 Cent has adopted this persona in real life, portraying himself as a ruthless mogul who challenges the traditional power structures of hip-hop. This persona is part of a broader tactic to position himself as the king of New York. Ironically, in power, he killed his son, and today we all know he doesn't even talk to his son. In the early 2000s, hip-hop was fiercely competitive, and Jay and 50 were at the top of their game. 50 Cent emerged rapidly with his debut album, Get Rich or Die Trying, which challenged the dominance of established artists like Jay during this period.
We got, hey.
You can get down, nigga. You can get down. That's all good.
This a real special moment, ain't it?
Come on, you can get something, nigga.
There was always subtle disses, competitive jabs. 50 Cent would teach me how to rob. Jay-Z quoting on the song, "I'm about my dollar, what the fuck is a 50 Cent?" Around this time, Jay was a rapper and executive, and he warned his artists and associates that 50 Cent was coming for the throne. This was seen as a strategic move to prepare his team for the rising threat as 50 gained momentum, continuing to exchange sneak disses. Although they collaborated, they've always had a competitive spirit amongst each other.
There ain't never been no 50 Cent Jay-Z conversations questioning whether there was a competition between the two. There's a huge difference in energy internationally in 50 Cent and Jay-Z. We looked at the numbers and you feel like I did his entire career in 4 years. What he did in 15, I did in 4.
For the past 15 years, 50 has always attacked Diddy. This is no secret. Diddy once was in the talks of signing 50. It never worked out. In all reality, 50 always attacks Diddy, questioning his sexuality, competing against his brand, dissing all his artists.
Jay-Z, did you call him the coolest punk?
In the environment, just in the neighborhood, you would say that's a punk.
Oh, so
But
punk
it's
punk
cool.
by the
but
punk by the definition that we know, not like punk rock like
nah, yeah, right.
but like oh man, he a punk.
Yeah,
Right, oh,
it's
okay.
cool. It's cool.
50 appears to bully or try to bully Diddy. By default, Jay-Z caught these strays. 50 always says, why does Jay-Z want to be a gay painter? With the Diddy allegations going on and Diddy on trial for sexual trafficking, 50 claims Jay-Z's left Diddy for dead. They're best friends. What's going on? He always attaches Diddy to all of these claims. Every single last one of them. He continues to test Jay-Z's character, test Jay-Z's power, test his validity. In all hindsight, is this secret competition? Is he a bully or does he have truth to what he's saying? Uncle Murder claimed that 50 Cent did more for him than Jay-Z ever did while signed to him. Then for Jay. With the Super Bowl arriving and Jay-Z partnered up with the NFL, after telling artists to boycott it, he was controlling the halftime show. Mary J. Blige performed, Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, and Eminem. With 50 being signed to Dre and M, they brought him out. Apparently, behind the scenes, there's claims that Jay-Z didn't want 50 Cent to perform. Allegedly, he told Eminem that the NFL did not want him to perform. 50 Cent saw it odd because he's in business with the NFL.
Jay-Z told Dr. Dre, just for people who's not up on this, or Eminem, that he didn't want you to perform part of that Super Bowl they had a couple years ago. Why do you think that is?
When you take the competition from, like, our culture is competitive, man. It is, but I think when it goes past the music itself to blocking things in business, then I don't understand that.
Is Jay-Z a bad person? Or he's just a master chess player manipulator? How does influential figures like 50 have so much to say about somebody who in some words he looked up to?